Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we're diving deep into the electrifying drama unfolding in Port Charles during the week of Monday, March 19th to Friday, March 23rd. Get ready for a whirlwind of emotions, explosive confrontations, and shocking revelations that will keep you glued to your screens. From fiery catfights and unexpected crises to secret plans and life-altering events, this week promises to deliver all the twists and turns you've come to love from General Hospital. Let's unpack the chaos day by day with fresh insights, creative takes, and juicy details that will heighten your anticipation for what's to come. Monday, March 19th, tempers flare and secrets brew. The week kicks off with an explosive clash as Nina Reeves completely loses her composure in a heated altercation with Carly Spencer. Sparks fly as Nina unleashes her fury, her voice echoing through the room with accusations, culminating in a dramatic slap that leaves onlookers stunned. The tension between these two powerhouses is palpable, likely fueled by lingering resentments over past betrayals. As the dust settles, Carly retreats to seek solace in a heart-to-heart with her daughter, Jocelyn Jacks. Their conversation takes a serious turn as Carly reveals a calculated strategy to gain temporary custody of Wiley and Amelia Corinthos on behalf of Michael Corinthos, who remains sidelined at a burn clinic. The weight of this responsibility is immense, and Carly's determination to protect her family shines through as she navigates this complex situation with unwavering resolve. Meanwhile, across town, Sasha Corbin finds herself gripped by a wave of anxiety. Whispers of an unforeseen complication in her personal life, perhaps tied to a business deal gone wrong or a resurfacing past connection, send her into a spiral of worry. The stakes feel higher than ever as she scrambles to regain control. At the same time, Curtis Ashford takes a stand, confronting Drew Kane over some questionable behavior. Their exchange crackles with intensity, hinting at deeper conflicts involving trust and hidden agendas at the heart of their professional dealings. Could Drew's overconfidence be his downfall? And in another corner of Port Charles, Cody Bell and Lulu Spencer unearth fresh clues in their relentless pursuit of answers regarding the child of Brooklyn Quartermain and Dante Falconeri. Their discovery, a cryptic message left in an old family journal, sets them on a thrilling new path that could change everything. Tuesday, March 20th, red carpet drama and unexpected twists. Tuesday brings the glitz and glamour of the nurses' ball red carpet, but not without its share of chaos. Lucy Coe finds herself at the center of a sudden crisis as Port Charles's elite gather for the event. It's not a wardrobe mishap this early in the night, so speculation runs rampant. Could it be a last-minute performer dropping out? Or perhaps a scandalous rumor threatening to derail the evening? Lucy, ever the quick thinker, juggles the situation with a mix of charm and desperation, determined to keep the show on track. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis is blindsided by an unpleasant shock. Sources hint it might involve her daughter Christina Corinthos Davis, whose recent decisions have stirred controversy, or perhaps it's a dangerous update regarding Jen Sidwell, a figure from her tumultuous past. The uncertainty leaves Alexis rattled, her mind racing with worst-case scenarios. Elsewhere, Anna Devane's sharp instincts kick into gear as inspiration strikes. She crafts a daring plan, her eyes set on a goal that could shift the power dynamics in Port Charles. Every detail is meticulously considered, from potential allies to fallback options, as she prepares to outmaneuver her adversaries. In a quieter moment, Portia Robinson receives a surprising gesture of friendship from an unexpected source. This olive branch, extended during a vulnerable time, could mark the beginning of a meaningful alliance or a clever deception. Only time will tell. Wednesday, March 21st, harsh words and hidden motives. Midweek heats up as Jocelyn Jacks lets loose a barrage of sharp words directed at Willow Corinthos. Their confrontation is charged with raw emotion, likely rooted in misunderstandings over loyalty and family ties. The air thickens with tension as harsh truths spill out, threatening to fracture their bond irreparably. Will they find a way to reconcile, or is this the breaking point? Simultaneously, Lulu Spencer keeps a close watch on Lois Chiarullo, her keen observation fueled by suspicion. Every gesture and word from Lois is scrutinized as Lulu searches for clues to a puzzle that's haunted her for weeks. The nurses' ball performances take center stage, dazzling the audience with talent and flair, but the real drama unfolds behind the curtains. Mysteries begin to unravel amid whispered conversations and furtive glances, promising juicy revelations by night's end. Christina Corinthos Davis, meanwhile, is left reeling from a stunning development possibly tied to the same bombshell that shook Alexis earlier in the week. Her world feels turned upside down as she grapples with the implications. And in the shadows, Anna Devane sets her plan into motion, her every move calculated. Success hangs in the balance, and the outcome could redefine her standing in Port Charles. Thursday, March 22, Explosive Secrets and Fateful Decisions. The Nurses' Ball continues on Thursday, and the atmosphere is electric as long-buried secrets detonate in spectacular fashion. The fallout sends shockwaves through the crowd, prompting Ned and Olivia Quartermaine to issue a stern warning to someone close to them. Is this tied to the unveiled truths, or are they foreseeing trouble on the horizon? At the same time, Carly Spencer crosses paths with Vaughn, Jocelyn's enigmatic WSB handler. Whether this meeting is a stroke of chance or a carefully orchestrated encounter remains unclear, but the implications are intriguing. Could this connection pull Carly deeper into a web of espionage? In another storyline, Curtis Ashford faces a pivotal moment, making a decision that could alter his path forever. The weight of his choice potentially involving his family's safety or a risky partnership bears down as he wrestles with the consequences. Drew Kane, on the other hand, exudes confidence despite warning signs. His unshakable belief in his own schemes might just be the blind spot that leads to his undoing, and those around him are starting to take notice of the cracks in his facade. Friday, March 23, Life-changing conclusions and new mysteries. The week reaches its climax on Friday as the Nurses' Ball draws to a close, leaving lives forever changed in its wake. The emotional and dramatic crescendo of the event reshapes relationships and sets new conflicts in motion, with ripples that will be felt for weeks to come. Amid the aftermath, Jason Morgan receives a cryptic phone call that sets his nerves on edge. Could it be Michael Corinthos reaching out with urgent news from the burn clinic, or is it a shadowy figure from Jason's past with an agenda of their own? The mystery deepens with every unanswered question. Carly, fresh from her encounter with Vaughn, is presented with an offer that could change her trajectory. Is it linked to Jocelyn's WSB ties, or does it stem from an entirely different source, perhaps a business proposition tied to her ongoing custody battle? The ambiguity keeps her on guard as she weighs her options. Trina Robinson, meanwhile, is consumed by concern, possibly over Kai Taylor's recovery from a recent surgery. Every update feels like a lifeline, and her fear of a setback is almost tangible. On a brighter note, Max Scorpio breathes a sigh of relief, likely due to the successful execution of Anna's intricate plan. His faith in her abilities is vindicated, but lingering dangers suggest this victory may be short-lived. Next, we're delving into a captivating mystery that's been brewing in Port Charles for months: the true parentage of Gio Palmieri and the tangled web of secrets surrounding Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Dante Falconeri, Lulu Spencer, and Cody Bell. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster of emotions, shocking twists, and long-buried truths that could redefine relationships and shake the very foundations of this tight-knit community. We've expanded on the original story with fresh perspectives, intriguing new details, and creative spins on each pivotal moment, giving you a deeper look into this unfolding drama. Let's dive into the heart of the speculation and uncover what might be in store for these beloved characters as the truth inches closer to the surface. The impending revelation of Gio Palmieri's identity. The whispers in Port Charles are growing louder as the revelation of Gio Palmieri's true identity looms on the horizon. For weeks, Lulu Spencer has been piecing together a puzzle that could change everything, convinced that Gio is the son Brooke Lynn Quartermaine gave up for adoption years ago. Her theory points directly to Dante Falconeri, her ex-husband, as the father, a belief fueled by fragmented memories and old rumors from a fateful summer long past. But the complexity of that summer blur of youthful indiscretions and hazy recollections suggests there might be more to the story than even Lulu suspects. Could an unexpected player in this drama hold the key to a jaw-dropping twist that no one saw coming? A forgotten summer of secrets and possibilities. Let's rewind to that infamous summer when Brooke Lynn, Dante, and Cody Bell crossed paths at a lively camp far from Hawkins from prying eyes. The trio, young and carefree, indulged in nights of revelry that blurred the lines of memory. While Brooke Lynn and Dante have often reminisced about a drunken encounter that they believe resulted in the conception of a child, there's a lingering shadow of doubt about what else might have transpired under the influence of those carefree, alcohol-soaked evenings. Picture this: a moonlit night by the campfire, laughter echoing through the trees, and the uninhibited chaos of youth. It's entirely plausible that Brooke Lynn and Cody, caught up in the haze of the moment, shared an intimate encounter that neither can recall. Perhaps it was a fleeting, passionate lapse in judgment beneath the stars, a secret buried deep in the recesses of their minds until now, as the past threatens to resurface with earth-shattering consequences. Brooke Lynn's unwavering belief in Dante's paternity. In the aftermath of that summer, Brooke Lynn discovered her pregnancy, her mind clinging to the vivid memory of her night with Dante as the defining moment of conception. The weight of this belief has shaped her understanding of her lost child's origins, a conviction reinforced by fleeting glimpses of Gio that stir a maternal ache she can't ignore. She's held onto this narrative for years, imagining her son growing up somewhere out there, a piece of her heart forever tied to Dante. Yet, the gaps in her recollection, those foggy hours of that wild summer, leave room for doubt. Could her certainty be built on a fragile foundation, one that might crumble under the weight of a long-forgotten truth involving another man from her past? Lulu Spencer's relentless pursuit of the truth. Lulu Spencer, driven by an insatiable need for closure, has thrown herself into an exhaustive investigation to confirm her suspicions about Joe's lineage. She's scoured old records, interrogated acquaintances, and pieced together cryptic hints, her resolve as unyielding as ever. Her latest discovery that the adoption agency Lois Cerullo supposedly used shut its doors in 1987 raises red flags about a potential cover-up. Was Lois, Brooke Lynn's fiercely protective mother, orchestrating a deception to shield her daughter from painful truths? Lulu's determination is fueled by late-night research sessions, poring over dusty files in dimly lit rooms, her mind racing with theories of hidden agreements and buried secrets. She won't rest until every stone is unturned, even if the answers she seeks come at a steep emotional cost. A DNA test and a baffling outcome. In a bold move to settle the matter once and for all, Lulu takes a risky step, secretly obtaining DNA samples from both Dante and Gio. Her heart races as she submits them for testing, convinced that the results will validate her suspicions with a definitive match. She envisions the moment of vindication, preparing herself to confront Brooke Lynn with irrefutable proof. But when the results arrive, they deliver a stunning blow: the DNA does not match. Stunned and disbelieving, Lulu stares at the report in her quiet apartment, the silence broken only by the thud of her own heartbeat. How could she have been so wrong? Grappling with self-doubt, she reluctantly decides to step back, her once burning certainty now reduced to flickering embers. Yet, deep down, a nagging doubt persists: could someone have tampered with the outcome? The unraveling truth in Cody's buried memories. Eventually, the truth claws its way to the surface, confirming that Gio is indeed Brooke Lynn's long-lost son. This revelation reignites Lulu's confusion, given the negative DNA results she holds. She confides in Cody Bell, sharing her turmoil over the test and the conflicting reality now staring them in the face. As they sit over coffee in a quiet diner, their conversation stirs something in Cody: a faint, fragmented memory of that summer night with Brooke Lynn. The pieces start to align in his mind: the music, the laughter, the reckless abandon, and a fleeting intimacy he'd long dismissed as a dream. Could he be Joe's father? The possibility hits him like a tidal wave, forcing him to question whether he should keep silent or risk everything by revealing what he's beginning to remember. The weight of this potential truth presses down on him as he wrestles with the impact it could have on Geo, Brooklyn, and his own life. Speculation and unanswered questions. As the layers of this mystery peel back, Port Charles braces for the ripple effects of these revelations. Did Brooklyn and Cody truly share a forgotten night of passion all those years ago, a moment lost to time until now? Could Cody, not Dante, be the true father of Geo, appending everything Brooklyn has believed about her son's origins? And will Lulu, ever the tenacious investigator, push forward with another DNA test to uncover the full scope of the truth, even if it means reopening old wounds? The uncertainty hangs heavy in the air, a storm of emotions brewing as each character stands on the precipice of life-altering discoveries. Next, we're diving into the stormy seas of romance and betrayal that are set to engulf Nina Reeves in Port Charles. Prepare for a journey through hidden truths, fractured family ties, and the tantalizing possibility of an unexpected love story that could redefine Nina's future. We've taken the core ideas from the original spoilers and woven them into a richly detailed narrative, adding fresh perspectives, inventive twists, and deeper emotional layers to each segment. From the fragile bonds of motherhood to the whispers of past passions reigniting, let's explore the dramatic path ahead for Nina as she navigates heartbreak, scandal, and the lure of a surprising new romance. A shaky foundation, Nina's bond with Willow teeters on the edge. In the world of Port Charles, few relationships are as delicate as the one between Nina Reeves and her daughter, Willow Corinthos. After years of estrangement and pain, a fragile thread of trust has begun to form between them, with Willow cautiously opening her heart to the mother she once rejected. Yet, beneath this tender reconciliation lies a minefield of secrets that Nina has carefully concealed. Unbeknownst to Willow, Nina was once entangled in a steamy romance with Drew Kane, even as Drew's affections began to drift toward Willow herself. This unspoken betrayal simmers like a dormant volcano, ready to erupt at the slightest tremor. Moreover, Nina harbors an even darker truth: her role in a scheme that saw Drew drugged, leading to a scandalous night with Jacinda, a mysterious figure whose presence still casts a shadow over Drew's life. Picture Nina pacing her elegant penthouse, her mind racing with the fear of exposure, knowing that the revelation of these deceptions could shatter the fragile rapport she's fought so hard to build with her daughter. Drew's scandal, a ticking time bomb in the custody battle. As if the personal stakes weren't high enough, Nina's past actions are poised to wreak havoc on a more public stage. Drew's tarnished reputation, tainted by the fallout of that drug night, becomes a weapon in a bitter child custody battle that threatens Willow's family. Nina's involvement in orchestrating the incident, though hidden for now, looms as a devastating secret that could tip the scales against Willow's fight to keep her children. Imagine the courtroom tension, with whispered accusations and damning evidence piling up, as Nina watches helplessly from the sidelines, her guilt a heavy burden. When Willow inevitably uncovers the truth, perhaps through a leaked document or a bitter confession, the betrayal will cut deep, potentially severing their mother-daughter bond for good. Worse still, Nina faces the specter of legal consequences for her role in the drugging plot. Even if she escapes prison, the emotional toll will leave her desolate, wandering the streets of Port Charles in search of comfort and redemption. It's in this vulnerable state that the seeds of a new romantic chapter might just be sown, promising both solace and further chaos. A triangle that never was: Rick, Nina, and Ava's tangled past. When Rick Lansing returned to Port Charles with his signature charm and hidden agendas, many speculated that a fiery love triangle involving Nina, Rick, and Ava Jerome was on the horizon. Though that storyline didn't come to fruition initially, the embers of potential still glow, waiting for the right moment to ignite. Years ago, Nina and Rick shared a marriage that began with promise but crumbled under the weight of deception. Rick's true motives to gain access to Nina's fortune and his scandalous affair with her own mother, Madeline Reeves, left Nina wounded and betrayed. Yet, time has a way of dulling old hurts, and now, with Nina facing personal turmoil, she might see Rick through a softer lens. Their shared history, fraught with passion and pain, takes on new meaning as Nina recalls late-night conversations and stolen glances that once defined their bond. Intriguingly, it was Nina herself who summoned Rick back to town, a decision that hints at unresolved feelings bubbling just beneath the surface. Could this be the groundwork for an unexpected reunion? The crumbling of Rava and the rise of Rena. Currently, Rick is entangled with Ava Jerome, their relationship a volatile mix of attraction and manipulation, underpinned by a risky blackmail scheme that's destined to implode. Picture the moment their carefully constructed facade shatters, perhaps during a heated confrontation at a glamorous Port Charles gala where accusations fly and alliances crumble. As the dust settles from the inevitable fallout of Rava, the stars might align to draw Rick and Nina back into each other's orbit. Their reunion could start innocently enough, a chance meeting at a quiet cafe, where shared glances over coffee stir memories of a time when love, however flawed, felt real. But in Port Charles, nothing stays simple for long. A rekindled romance between Nina and Rick would not only reignite her long-standing rivalry with Ava, think icy glares across crowded rooms and cutting remarks at every turn, but also complicate Nina's already tumultuous life.